Hi, I'm Hannah.
I'm Carol.
I'm Gen Z.
I'm a boomer.
And this is
Generation Chat. Well, Hannah, have you done your holiday fashion shopping yet?
Not quite. Don't remind me.
Oh, neither have I. This is a holdover from last year.
Woo!
So I think it's really interesting, though. You didn't do your shopping yet, and yet you're wearing a bow. And guess what I found? I was looking at some of the upcoming holiday fashions, and it turns out the bow is back.
Am I on trend right now?
You are on trend. So, yes, I was looking at some of the holiday fashions, and we have bows on the clothing.
Ooh, yeah, that's pretty.
And it's really cute. Here, she has a bow on the front of her shirt, just like yours. Bows on sweaters.
Oh, boy.
Bows on shoes.
I've always been a sucker for bows on shoes. I don't know if you remember the early 2000s, the ballet flat.
Yes.
Was all the rage.
Yes.
I always had so many of those with the bows on them. So
yes.
That's what that reminded me of.
Oh, goodness, yes. And, of course, bows in the hair.
I've seen so many girls do little half-ups with the bows that I think is super cute.
For those of you who love bows, you're in luck. Yeah, a lot of ruffles. Mm-hmm. Ruffles on the blouses and sweaters.
That's pretty.
Really pretty. I've noticed that this year they're showing them on the sleeves, and then again, kind of back around the neckline too.
Yeah, I think that's really pretty. I've always been a sucker for anything that's ruffle or bow or anything like that. I mean, as you can kind of tell by the get-up.
Yes. And this year is all about shimmer and sequins.
That is so exciting. I love shimmer and sequins. And I feel like this is maybe the only time of year that you could really pull that off.
Yes.
Just on a day-to-day. So bring it on. Bring on the shimmer.
Yes, it's the one time of year you can put it on and not look overdressed.
Yes.
I love it. A lot of sequins in all different styles. On the dresses, on the skirts, even on pants.
Oh.
Yes. The A-line dress seems to be making a big appearance this year as well, along with the sequins on it. And then, of course, I am loving that I am also seeing some of the midi length dresses.
Yes.
I love that because for me at my age, I think the mini dresses are really cute on younger women. But for my age, I really love to see the midi come back and even some of the maxis I'm seeing. And then this year, it seemed like I saw a lot of pants. Yes. Very, very dressy, sequenced, glittery, glimmering pants and pants outfits, which I thought was nice to have that alternative, a pant alternative if you're not really into wearing dresses or skirts.
Yes.
So I am so psyched with this year's holiday fashions and style.
Me too. I feel like I need to do a shopping haul right now.
I know.
I have to get Christmas presents first. I have priorities, don't get me wrong. But also I'm going to go Christmas shopping for myself.
You deserve it.
I do deserve it. It's interesting because some of the points that you brought up, I was also going to bring up when I was doing my research into what I thought was popular amongst Gen Z and stuff. Mm-hmm. And sequins for sure. Everybody's wearing dressy pants, and I'm seeing a lot of red and white combinations or red and black.
Oh.
To kind of bring in the holiday kind of feel.
That's interesting because the one thing that I noticed, and it may have just been the particular stores that I was looking at, what I found was not a lot of color this year. In fact, I was so thrilled with all of the neutrals.
Oh, really?
Yes, I loved all the neutrals and the creams.
Yes, I've seen a lot of cream as well, and I think it's interesting because blazers and long pants have been very much so prevalent in fashion, I've noticed, and there are still a lot of skirts.
Yes.
But it seems like more women are actually going for a pant option, which I personally love, especially with a good blazer.
So do I.
Yeah, I don't really pull off that look, but I love it when women do. I'm just like, yes, go you.
Well, I think it's wonderful, too, the pant option, because especially if you're dealing with some of the neutrals, you actually can swing those into other outfits that wouldn't necessarily be solely holiday outfits. You could probably dress them down a bit as well.
Probably could.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Let's get back to your color, though, because I did not see a lot of color when I was looking.
Yes, well, maybe it's because I'm drawn to color these days. So it could be my own eye being like, color here, there. But there's a lot of reds and a lot of whites that people are putting together. Again, like a lot of the
Oh, wow, that's fun.
Yes, I thought it was super fun. I like that girls are now kind of not so, because I feel like everything was black and white all the time.
And what did I do? I brought up a bunch of black and cream and white. Yeah.
Yes, but I love them and I don't want them gone. But I also like that Gen Z is kind of bringing color back and like having a little bit more fun in that.
You know what I love about this outfit?
What's that?
Is that the fun of the candy canes.
Yes.
But it doesn't look like totally just silly, ridiculous outfit. It actually got a little bit dressed up and it looks a little bit more sophisticated than just throwing on like an ugly Christmas sweater with candy canes.
Yes, it's bringing the fun of that, but it's not ugly.
Right,
like you were saying. Yes,
yeah.
Yeah, and I like how she has the bow, which you mentioned, and the midi skirt.
Yes.
I was going to mention that as a trend too. A lot of midi skirts, especially a lot of midi skirts with knee-high boots.
Yes.
That's been a thing that I've seen everywhere.
Yes, I love that.
And we've got other colors too that are more wintry colors, but they're not necessarily on Christmas, so you can wear them around the holidays.
Sure.
Or for maybe New Year's as well.
Yes.
So that's what I love too about some of these colors.
Yes, some of those colors don't totally just scream Christmas only.
And we could still have our neutrals. We have a lot of, I've noticed a lot of structured outfits, like with the blazers, so everything's more structured cuts.
Yes, which I absolutely love that as well.
Yes, and again with the knee high, but you also have a little bit of the sparkle in there as well.
Yes.
That was something that I noticed a lot of girls are doing, is like the blacks and the neutrals with lots of sparkle, which I'm here for. I don't know if you've seen this trend before.
No,
that is interesting. A lot of people are wearing sheer dresses, which we mentioned in a video with Heidi Klum.
Yes, I have to say I did see a couple of them, but it was with the same thing. It was almost like with just the lingerie underneath it.
Right.
But I have not seen this.
Yes, but I found some where women were wearing actual clothes underneath and just threw it on the top. I was like, what a great option for when you want to be dressy, but you want to wear pants.
Yes, that's really cute.
Yeah, I thought that was super pretty. Again, the boots, the knee-high boots is really popular with mini skirts. I think that's a really cute look.
I love that. I love that look because it's taking a classic look and making it very trendy at the same time.
Yes, I love that. I love classic elements, but I also still love to be in with the kids, you know?
Yes.
And then we have a lot of same thing. This girl is wearing a midi skirt and a lot of sequins, a lot of color. It's holiday, but it's a ton of color. And I thought that was a really interesting thing, and I love that.
Oh gosh, I have to point out one thing though that
What is that?
I can't do it.
Okay.
Is the sandals with the socks. And I know it's crazy to be critical of that because when I was back in, like my 20s, the whole Cyndi Lauper thing, with the pumps and the anklets was in, and I have to say I did it. I wore that, but I feel like it's taking it even a step worse because now they're putting them with sandals or slingbacks, and some of the socks that I'm seeing them pair those shoes with they look almost like men's crew socks.
That is so funny. Well, the crew sock thing is a very trendy piece right now.
I hope it goes by fast.
So funny. But you know what? With her, I don't know if you noticed, the sock that she's wearing is very sheer.
Yes. That's not as bad.
I actually don't mind it. I think it's kind of fun. I think it's kind of cute. And it's more practical because there have been so many years where I'm like, I would love to wear these sandals, but my feet are going to freeze. Like, I'm going to have no more piggies by the end of the season. And another trend I'm noticing is a lot of colored stockings or tights.
Yes. Lots
of color in the stockings and the tights, specifically red and green, like those kind of colors. But again, you said the slingbacks.
Yes.
With the
Yes, I don't mind the slingbacks with the tights. In fact, I'm really glad tights are coming back because I feel like if I were to wear a little bit of a shorter skirt or dress, I might be able to feel comfortable with it if I were wearing a tight.
Yes, I was going to say I love mini skirts, but same thing, I struggle with wearing only a mini skirt. So anything I can do to kind of like protect the legs, not only for the cold, but just to make myself feel comfortable.
Yes.
I throw on a little like a black short underneath it, typically with like some tights, and I feel great. I can like run a marathon even though I'm wearing a mini skirt. It feels awesome. Okay, and then the next one I wanted to bring up, this year I'm seeing a lot more color. I appreciate that we're having more of the purples and the pinks. I'm seeing a lot of those as a trend this year. So yeah, I'm just excited about that. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
I couldn't see myself wearing it.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fair. Yes.
So, but we're talking different generations. So I think it could be cute on someone young. I think you really have to be young to pull that off. And I don't mind even actually the pink and the purple color combination. The red sunglasses just, no.
The red is throwing you. That's
throwing
fair.
me.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I'm not crazy about the red on this either, but at the same time, I appreciate it because she did something.
She's
that
bold.
was Yes. And I just love to see that. So sometimes I see people on the street and I'm like, I would never, but I love that you went for that. And I
Yes.
just applaud you.
Yes.
And I think that we should have much more self-expression in that way.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yes. So it seems like this year there's a little bit of something for everybody.
Yes.
I found a lot of neutrals. I love the neutrals. Normally, I'm not a really sparkly, blingy person. I don't mind a little, but I think it's so well done this year. I feel like it's done very elegantly. And yet you found some of the colors, which I think were really fun this year too. And I think they also were done, had a little bit more of a classic twist, a little bit more elegance to them, and yet they were still fun. So I think it's just going to be a fun year for fashion this holiday season.
I do too. Let us know in the comments which of these trends were your favorite. And see you next time on
Generation Chat.